Welcome everybody to the Big Skeleton tier list. Today we're ranking 30 of the biggest and baddest skeletons of all gaming history. And joining me is my little baby friend, Tyler. Let's take it away.
Hello. I don't really like big skeletons.
Wait, why are you... It's just ruining the whole f***ing thing.
I don't
You gotta be
know,
hype.
mate.
Come on,
What do
hype
you want me to
it.
say? You want me to be like, oh my god, I'm sorry.
Well, what did you decide before that's the ranking system here? What are the 5 key points that you said before?
What did I say?
So the 3 key deciding factors that we're going to use for this video. Size of the skeleton. You know, that's pretty straightforward. Big, good, small, no, my friend. Second, mystique or mystery. Like, what's the reason it's there? Does it do anything for you? Does it tickle that little itch behind your ear and go, oh, I like this one, it's nice. And then the third and most important one is the pint factor. Could you sit down and have a look at this and think, that's nice. I'm gonna drink a pint and stay here for a while and look at this amazing spectacle. I think maybe we set with
a culmination, maybe. I think maybe if we see something and we go, right, that's got me. That's when
like a rattlesnake around your legs. Right, so the first one that we've got here is the chair fella in the Elden Ring in Nokron.
Is it a fella or is it a woman? First thing that I see, and correct me if I'm wrong here.
Yeah.
Feet. I'm not a lover.
You're not a lover of the feet?
No. I don't think you should see a skeleton's toes, personally. Walking right under, next to it,
yeah.
all you see is the feet. You don't see the whole thing. You know, the closest thing you're going to be is to the toes.
Yeah.
I'm not a fan of that. I do, however, bonus points for the throne.
I think that adds to the mystique element that you were talking about before, though. That's
maybe.
Why is there a throne there? Why is it on the throne?
No,
Who is this?
I can see a nice little micro pub under that throne. a
little brewery, I know.
A little brewery underneath the throne. I would have a pint near it, but the beer garden's got to be in the back. I'm not having a pint with them toes hanging over me. So
it's just after the boss fight with this big dog thing. So it's watching you the whole way through.
Okay, that adds to it.
It's like it's judging you with the penitent stare, and it's also got that crooked neck look about it. You know what I mean? It's kind of like
it does make me ask the question: how did it get there?
Yeah,
that's very important.
There's no in my research. There's no answers to this thing.
I'm going A. I'm going A tier. I think that's nearly there. And you know, it could have like a crown or something else going on. Looks like a maid.
It looks like an old woman just sat down watching you.
Yeah, it does. I've seen her on the bus before.
What are we saying about these? Because I've got one big thing that I want to say about these. Right?
Oh God, you sound like you need to get it off your chest, lad.
They've all got big bulbous heads.
All right.
Yeah,
and that guy, look at this fella. He's chewing on the roots there as well.
The good thing that I quite like about this is Caelid is synonymous with Scarlet Rot.
Mm-hmm.
And if you don't know them, they're a pop punk band that were popularised in the 80s. But it's, you know, an area that is filled with Scarlet Rot. And I quite like the idea that these titans were exposed to the Scarlet Rot and they kind of, you know, or maybe caused it in some way.
Oh, that's a good point.
I don't think that's, you know, we're talking about mystique.
Yeah. What about the pint factor here? Because I think the Scarlet Rot might be a problem. You know, if you settle down and you have a look at these and you're like, bloody hell, look at that. You might start getting burnt alive by the insides.
Yeah, and they've got all them weird, like dogs, haven't they?
Yeah, that's what I mean. You sit down, you sit down, you crack it open, and then some like knife wielding lunatic will jump out at you and stab you in the back of the head. You couldn't really.
Or you get like a rotten dragon or something that comes and like knocks you, nice fresh pint out your hands. I think this might have 0 pint factor. I think I do quite like red sky at night on my delight. But if I was to whip out my deck chair there, I'm not staying for very long. It's got to be B.
B, that's quite low.
I'm saying B. I'm happy. I'm verging on an A.
The mountaintop giants one. People requested this one. They're very similar. You know, they're kind of the same-ish skeletons, but I think some of them are a little bit bigger and There's not. You've got that Scarlet Rot factor's gone.
No rot, but it does look quite cold.
Yeah.
Well, that can be all right. You know, I can put a jacket on for that. If I wanted to go to Caelid, I'd have to, you know, have about 500 injections.
I think that the virtually the same. They've got less routes going on. It's more. You can see more of them. You know what I mean?
It's more about the skeletons, these, aren't they?
Yeah. You can see all the
you're going through Caelid, you don't really see them, but on these ones, they've got personality.
They're front and centre, aren't they, up on the top? So I'm thinking, you know, you could have a pint up there as well. And look, watch this.
Yeah, I think that's quite a strong pint factor up there, to be honest with you.
Do you reckon
I think
A?
that's quite good.
A for those ones?
I think A, but behind.
Yeah, the old
monk.
woman. So you got the town, and like bustling town, and then outside you've got these massive gargantuan like skeletons, and they're also a bit kind of vampiric if you have a look at them. They're not normal.
Yeah, I can see them front teeth. They got gnashes, aren't they?
Yeah.
That's what you get on being on the NHS. That. I quite like how he's kind of keeled over. I kind of like him.
Yeah.
They've got a bit of story behind them. They look like they've just kind of he's fell in battle.
Well, this is the thing that I was gonna say. So on Reddit, I think I found a thing saying that these were like failed Daedra or something like that. So like they were fighting each other and they must have died and not become like full Daedra princes or whatever. They've died and they've perished out there in the wastes. And
I've forgotten.
That's pretty cool. And that's got a little bit of a cool factor to it.
If we take a look at the surroundings, you know, we've got a nice starry night going on there. You said there's a
there's
bustling
a little town. Yeah, there's a town.
You know what I mean?
It's full of demons though. Like it's like the demon town, so you might get a bit of trouble.
I can't judge a place I've never been, so A again.
You're going A.
I'm going A again on this one, I think.
You know this one. You've been there. Surely you've been there.
I've got to just come straight in on this one, right?
Yeah.
I remember playing Skyrim, and the first time I saw one of these, I thought it was the coolest thing I'd ever seen in my life.
Yeah.
And based off that feeling alone, this has got to be high.
This is in a pretty rough area.
Right. Cheap pints though.
Yeah, but there's ghosts everywhere.
Alright.
There's ghosts and there's things that want to try and kill you. I don't think you can get 5 minutes to look at it.
That's the problem.
And do you know what else is good about these skeletons here? If you have a look, they've got like swords in them and stuff like that, and that's what you want really.
When someone says big skeleton to me, I think dragon.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, I love St. George.
Yeah, you do.
So I want to go S tier, but the ghosts worry me.
I feel like it's an A. I feel like it's a high A. I don't think it's an S.
High A.
I think with an S you got to have something like really special, you know.
If it wasn't for the dead, I'd probably
for them
be.
fucking spectres, we'd be alright.
If it weren't for them spectres.
We got another dragon, and this is the dragon that I brought up in that video because I didn't think of the Soulcairn one. But this one, the size factor's not there on this one.
It's looking a bit small.
It's big, but it's not gargantuan, right? But the selling point for this one, the mystique is there. You're like, you know, you're walking up there, you're like, where's this come from? You know, there's a history there with all the rest of the dragon wars and all that. But I think the number 1 point for this is have a look at that picture below there. That's where it is. That's where it is. It's on the throat of the world. So you got that. That's a pint factor, that, isn't it? Surely.
There's no bars on Everest though, is there? And for a reason. It's going to get very nippy up there. I know we said before in Elden Ring, when you're going up towards the frost giants and all that, it's going to get nippy, but that looked like a fleece and I'd be alright. Up there, it looks very cold.
You got that dragon skeleton to the left here, you got the immense view to the right. I think that's a good pint factor.
Is it like one of them sponsored benches?
What, with somebody who's died?
Yeah, here it is, Old Brickstone Folk sponsored bench.
I mean, I'd go for that. Yeah. I'm thinking, and maybe you've convinced me that the pint thing is not all the way there. So maybe we'll go C.
It's there, and you know what I mean. I think it's a good, but you know, C is still good.
You've got the only way you can get to these is if you trigger a trap and then fall about 50 stories into some water. But you don't actually. They're not at the bottom. They're as you fall, so you only get a quick glimpse of it.
Right, I'm gonna just say something on this. I'm not bothered about whale bones. That doesn't grab me.
That's going to be a problem later on. We got some whale bones later on.
I've got to be honest with you, right? You know, big dudes, right? And dragons, I can get behind. I know these were
Flying whales,
weren't they?
Flying whales, these flying whales.
That turns the screw a bit. That gets me thinking a bit, because now I'm thinking dragon on whale conflict in the sky.
Yeah, that might be why he died. That might be why he died and then got trapped in there.
One other thing that I do like about this as well is that it's just kind of, I think you touched on it in the video, that this is just like world building. You know, really, you can't stop and smell the roses with this one. Like, you miss it, you miss it.
It's one of those things that if you see it, then you're like, what the hell was that? I'll have a look at what.
I like that, I do. However, falling 15 stories is not good for a pint.
This is a 0 out of 10 for the stop and have a pint.
That is not very stop and have a pint.
No, that is. Yeah.
I think it's strong. I do think it's strong. I think it's behind Caelid. I think it's B.
B. Okay. All right.
I think it's B. I like it. I appreciate it. But this is
It's probably the best. Well, it might be. I don't know. It's a good whale. It's a good whale. That one. Let me see. In the very deepest part. I think. What's it called? It's the Lost River. It's called. All the way at the bottom. You've got this absolutely huge dead sea creature at the bottom.
Whenever I'm doing anything like that, right, or I'm playing a game and I go to an area where it is like really deep or really treacherous to get to, this is what I want to see.
Yeah,
it's the reward.
You're right.
This is it. This is what I want to see. I want to see this kind of stuff, right?
This is a good one because the size, yeah, definitely size is there. Mystique is there. I think it's the only one in the entire game. How the hell are you going to have a pint down there?
How the hell are you going to have a pint
down there? If you have a look there, what's that? Submarine. You'll be in the sub, having a pint, driving around up close to this thing. However, on a second thought, remember what happened with the Titanic submarine?
Yeah.
You're taking a chance.
The little PlayStation controller ain't going to do a job down here, is it?
Big fucking chance. I mean, it's a once in a lifetime thing, but you might get absolute 7 bells of hell crushed out of you.
It'd be a nervous pint, I think.
It would. I don't think you could fully enjoy it, if you know what I mean.
I don't think you could. I wouldn't really concentrate on it.
I'm thinking A.
I'm thinking top of A.
Top of A, but above.
I'm thinking top of A.
Above the feet.
Above the feet.
I'm
making the call. I'm making the call, right?
All right.
I think above the
whale. Now this is no. Before you say I'm not interested, right? Look at the size of this thing.
Yeah, I'm seeing it.
This is like gargantuan. This unreal.
That is a big skeleton.
That is a big skeleton. And
that is a big
little
skeleton.
bonus information for you. Okay. So this whale was a character in the previous Zelda games, like the older ones.
Ah, okay.
Okay, so you got to know this. This was a god. This was a god, I believe it was called Gerudo the Great or something like that. It's called this whale, right?
This has got to be up there though, hasn't it?
Yeah, it's up there.
It's up there. It's a big lad. Mystique, it's got the, that emotional factor. You've seen him before. You know him. You love him. But now he's dead in the desert.
Yeah. You could.
That's the thing. If I'm in a desert, there's nothing I want more than a pint.
Yeah, and then you could just sit on the dunes for a minute and look at this fucking massive thing.
I think that's got quite a good pint factor. Good size, good mystique, good pint factor.
That's solid, that one. I'm thinking A for that one.
A to is getting quite full, you know.
Not it is, but not top A to like mid.
I think it's behind feet.
Right, we'll put it behind feet. I'm with you on that one. You can see the part of the game world there as well. They've been integrated into like the whole thing, like machines, man-made kind of machines. These absolutely behemoth titans that have just been left to die. You don't really know much about them though. 'Cause it's like how did this happen? Why is that there? Why has this been left to die?
I'm not unsure it. They look really cool, right? And every other factor looks to be knocking out of the park, right? We got a nice good pint factor there. These areas look like a place I want to sit down and
absolutely,
have a good night. Really taking the scenery. Size, definitely there. Look at them, they're massive. Mystique, yeah, I see it. Big titans, these kind of things. But this is the skeleton tier list, right? A big skeleton tier list. Have they got skeletons? Or is it metal?
Yeah, but what counts as that then?
We're getting a bit deep now,
yeah, do you know what I'm saying?
They were made to be big. Your average skeleton, big skeleton, right? Giant, that just is.
Right, okay.
I think for me, that's the difference, right? So,
So what?
shoot me dead.
So where are you? Shoot me dead.
Wouldn't even be in this tier list.
These are recommended.
I get it. It's in the realm of what we're going for, right? But for me personally, giant robot, no. Iron Giant is not called the Iron Giant Skeleton. I'm putting it in D. Controversial, I think. That is
controversial. That
is a robot ever really alive?
You know, there's certain types of robots, isn't there? If you're talking about that fucking dog that you get at that Toys R Us that does backflips, probably not. But this thing, a destruction machine, I'm thinking maybe.
I don't think machines built by the KGB should be in our tier list, and that's.
This is highly. This has come highly recommended here. Highly recommended.
See, right.
These are robots, right? But they are clearly based on humanoid skeletons, and they are fucking massive. So there's a quote from this game about these.
After the war, the behemoths lost their purpose. Man became afraid of the destructive capabilities of its own creations. The irony is that their blind obedience and unquestioning loyalty is what walked them down to the pit, entirely unresisting the price of obedience.
I got chills. That's very high mystique. I like that.
Size.
That's good.
Size
there.
Is there. Mystique is all the way there. Pint, I'm not sure about the pint now.
It's not looking the best for a pint round there.
You could have one, you could. But would you want to stick around? I'm not sure.
I don't know. It looks like someone's put a bit of bunting up between them two arms.
When I made that video, this is what I mean. Well, this is it.
That says a lot, doesn't it? I think it's nice. Listen, you've got your mechanical robot in one of them, so let it be.
Happy. Now this is where you're gonna just despair now. What are you thinking? It's a whalebone, big whalebones under the sea.
Out of my sight. No chance whatsoever. You're joking, aren't you? It's just a whalebone. I could see a whalebone in real life if I want to see a whalebone. I could go and find one.
This is quite big.
No pint factor whatsoever. No mystique. It's just a whale.
Unless you're in one of them boats where you could see at the bottom of the ocean. You know, it's got the glass bit in it.
I'm not having it at all. This is D tier for me.
D. All right. I'll give you that one.
Name one criteria that this thing excels in. It doesn't. It's a whale. D tier.
It's in the bog, the witch's bog. So you got that kind of thing. They see them cursing you already.
Yeah, the witches are getting me, lad.
This could have been.
The mystique's quite good. I will say that, right? You know, last one. The reason why it's in D tier is because it's just a whale in the ocean, right? Nothing special. Yeah. We've all seen that, haven't we? But whale in a swamp near witches.
Interesting, right?
Now you're raising my eyebrows a bit. I think C feels right.
Are we putting it above the dragon on the mountain?
I think so.
We are?
I think so. Okay. I think so, yeah. That's got a bit more for me, that.
Got a bit more about it.
Can't believe it, I'm putting a whale above a dragon.
You take a look at that bottom picture.
Is that where we're at?
That's where it is. It's in there. Nice shade environment, but a bit of shade. Imagine kicking it round there. You just
go for a swim.
Yeah, near that pool side, you know.
I'm there now. Size looks decent. Looks decently big. Can we compare it with some of the stuff that we've seen before? I don't know.
No, it's the size factor is kind of mid.
I don't know.
What are we saying for this one? Bottom C. Bottom C tier.
I think bottom C. I think it's hard for it to get much higher than that.
The picture is this is the one in the desert. There is another one on a mountainside, but that's pretty much all you're getting.
I'm gonna have a quick look at it and be like, all right. No, I don't know. It's higher than that Origins one and that crap one from GTA 5. It's just a whale in the ocean.
So are we putting it C? Are we putting it C above the Origins one?
I think so. I think it's got a better pint factor. I'm more interested by it. Once again, it's not got the mystique. It's a close run-in with the Origins one. I think we're in the same realm there.
Boy. You like this one? This is a good one.
I like this one.
Yeah, the lore of this one, I don't know how you say this, but nobody really knows if this is 100%, but people are saying it's... I'm going to butcher this. I say Mumbala.
Excuse me?
Yeah. And it's a giant magic cow that giants, like the big giants in that game, they used to drink the milk of this cow.
This stuff is where we are getting. Now we're cooking with gas now. I like this. Yeah. I like this a lot. Big cow. It looks a little bit shady around there. Looking up at the starry night, I can enjoy that as well.
I think it's nice. It'd be tranquil there.
Yeah, maybe. I could see myself sitting there. Maybe pull out a little deck chair.
Yeah, get some music on. What are we saying then for the cow? What are we saying?
I quite like it. I think it's
B?
high. I think it is high. I think it's high B.
What's it to say about
We know these fellas very well, don't we?
We do. Loads of the fallen skeletons. There's a lot of variation on these, isn't there? You can get all different sizes. I'm talking gargantuan ones, medium-sized ones. They're all doing different stuff. The mystery's there.
I can imagine these coming to life and just carrying on. They're about to, do something. They're engaging in warfare or something. Mm-hmm. I like these. The size factor's there. The mystique's there. They're doing something different. It's all in this realm. Going to hell for a pint is difficult, and I think that it's all well and good to say that you might, have a good time there, but when you've got a moth on your head, it's going to be a little bit different. We've seen the reapers that jump out of nowhere. You bend over to pick up a shiny little penny, you get grabbed by a moth. And
I'm thinking A.
I'm thinking A as well. I think it's strong. I think it's very, very strong. I think just behind the Leviathan. I think it's better than the Micropub none that we've got.
Put that above. I'm alright with that actually. I think that's a good place.
I think that's about right. These are honest. I just think if you're gonna see them, you're gonna have to run past them.
Look at that.
This is what you want.
You got the gargantuan skeleton. It's something different. It's not a normal one. It's got big horns. It's got it's a demon. It's got the hand on that upper left side coming out. It's just that really scratches the itch for me.
This is metal.
I mean, that is Mystique, 10 out of 10. Size, 10 out of 10. Pint factor, I think, might be an issue, potentially.
See, I think the thing is, though, if we look at this from the view, you're Doom guy in this situation, right?
Well, yeah, it wouldn't be a problem, would it?
It won't be a problem. Take all the time you need. A couple little lads come running out and saying, "What are you doing here?" Just shoot them in the head.
Crush their flipping skulls.
It's fine. Whip your chainsaw out. Get rid of them. Enjoy your pint. You know what I mean? It's no problem. It's not an issue. I'd go S tier.
You go S. I think I'm with you.
I'd go S tier. I think everything about it makes me feel good. You sold me on the mystique.
Right. Okay.
The graveyard.
It's in S. We put it there. It's a dragon. It's double-headed though.
I think we need to first impression. This is a double-headed dragon. That is cool.
Yeah, that is cool.
That is very, very cool. I'll camp right between them heads.
Yeah, exactly. I'm thinking the same thing. I'm thinking this is alright.
I'll set up like a little hammock in between them horns. I'll have a nice night. That's good for me, that. A tier, solid.
A tier. Right, I'm with you. I'm with you there.
That is huge.
That is very, very big.
Biggest one we have.
Creepy. Maybe. I think it's kind of creepy, that one as well. It could be a dragon, could be a snake, could be anything. The devil.
I think it's good. I like it. The devil.
The devil could be the devil. It's interesting, but it's not like, oh my god, look at that. You know what I mean? It's not.
I'm not. Like, how long am I going to stay around there for? Yeah. That's my question. Just to see that.
You'd have to go on a boat as well there, though, as well. B.
That's B. It's good. It's solid. Good size. I kind of like that there's no backstory to it. Nobody really knows why is it there. But B tier. Galakrond was a massive proto-dragon who is known as the progenitor of dragonkind.
Holy shit.
He was a threat which 5 proton dragons of varying colours united against. It is said that from him the Titans created aspects, whatever that means. Now we're going into some deep WoW stuff that I don't know. This is what we want.
And now that size is pretty. That on the size scale, that's big.
Pint factor looks all right around there.
It looks all right. I think it kind of a bit barren, a bit inhospitable, but not. Is it? I don't think it's S tier.
I don't think it's S tier.
High A though.
But it's high A tier.
Are we putting it above feet? I think it's above the big god whale. Do you reckon?
I think it's above the big god whale.
Below feet?
Higher than feet.
Higher than feet. So
I think it's just behind Leviathan.
I'm gonna put it above feet.
Is that Mr. Oogie Boogie? Yeah, they got something good going on there. I can see that being a nice pub. That.
Yeah.
No, I can see that.
I mean, look,
really
I
nice
think they've
pub.
actually built a pub into him.
Pre-made tavern's already there.
Yeah. I just think it's missing a bit of a wow factor, a bit of a...
Yeah, it's like your chain big skeleton, isn't it?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's not got that charm, has it?
No, I don't know. It's been commercialised on it as well, you know?
Yeah, they've trying to make money off it. You know what I mean? Microtransactions on the skeleton. I'm not sure I agree with that.
I'm thinking
EA
this is
tried
B.
to do it, and they're
I'm
dying
thinking
just
this-
like this guy is.
I'm thinking this is a B, a high B.
I'm saying above Caelid.
Really?
The pint factor, for me, for the pint factor, right, you know, I can see going here, having a great time.
Okay, I'll give you that one. I'll give you that.
You need to say no more.
That's
I think-
like, take me there.
Mountain Dragon, yeah, take me there.
I think that the size, 10 out of 10. Mystique, 10 out of 10. I even think the pint values look at this guy that sat there.
Yeah, he looks like he's having a brunch.
Yeah, so just with that view, you know what I mean?
That's a very good view. It's
I
also
think
got
this
that
is-
kind of, it's got that Caelid appeal where it kind of blends into the landscape.
Yeah,
as well.
it's embedded.
It's part of it, yeah.
I think that puts it above some of the other ones that are just laying about.
I'm trying to find something to fault it,
I don't think I can.
but you know, I think sometimes you just need to stop and enjoy the scenery.
Are we putting it?
This is it for me.
This is the peak of Big Skeleton.
This is honest.
A big
Akulakan.
suit of armor, and there's a big dead bastard inside it. I think that's what he is. He's got a belt buckle on there, big belt buckle.
I do like he's got his armor made to fit.
He's got his shirt. It looks like he's got shorts on as well.
Yeah, he's got his shorts on. He's taking a dip in the pool. He's hanging loose.
I'm not. This one. Something about it's not giving me the ultimate wow factor though.
It's not filling me with a sense of awe. When we saw the last one, right?
Yeah, we knew.
I thought this is it.
I'm thinking
But-
top of C.
I think I have to agree with you.
Something
It's
about
not
it's just
got
not
the
scratching
same-
it. It's not scratching the itch.
This is where the money is.
The freaks.
The freaks, lad. Well, this is what it is, isn't it? It's one of them freaks.
It's one of them freaks. It's just a big.
I'm trying to say it like that, but I thought it was. Or is it just a giant?
I don't
you
know.
tell me.
It's unknown, lad. It's unknown who this
It's
is.
just got hair.
Could be a Sasquatch. Could be a big mullet man.
And because of the size as well, right? I think you do have to ask about the pint factor, because I'm just having a pint next to a dead bloke. It's good. I like the hair, but for me, we're talking about bottom C tier.
Bottom C.
Bottom C tier.
Bottom C. Are you talking below the whales?
Which whales will we put there?
Assassin's
tell me.
Creed.
You
Red
give
Dead
like the-
Whale. Assassin's Creed Whale. Skyrim Dragon is above them. The one
It's
on the third world.
behind the Skyrim Dragon.
Okay. It's got to be above the whales. It's got hair. It's got a haircut.
Above the whales. Above the whales. Anything with a perm is above the whales. Odin doesn't like it. He's throwing his hands up going,
It's the size. The size is there. Pint factor. I don't think the pint factor's there. I think it's too busy. And I
This
think,
doesn't make me ask how did it get there.
yeah, it looks man-made. It looks like they've just put it there as like an attraction.
I'm not on this.
Not on that. What are we saying then?
No.
Bottom C or
This
D?
look- I'd say D.
D.
This doesn't give me anything of what I want.
Above GTA Whale or
Everything is above the GTA Whale.
fuck it. I like this. It's good. Makes me. This is what I wanted to know. This is not what I want to know. It's all I want to know.
No, this is what I want to see.
They've got
This is
swords in
what I
him
do.
as well. I think that's good. They've got swords in him. They're chilling out. But this one for me, Pint Factor is unreal. I think this might be one of the best Pint Factors.
Pint factor is very, very high here. The big swords, the big skellies,
Big attitude.
amazing scenery, big, beautiful women. I can imagine being around here. That is what you want. Something that I can see around here, there's loads of these skeletons all about the place.
The sun's shining.
The sun's shining, the water's flowing. I
Are
could
we going
spend all
top?
day here.
Are we going top now with this?
For me,
Yeah.
this reigns supreme.
Oh man, I'll put that top.
What do you think?
I'm agree with you.
I like it. It's good.
I'm thinking size there, mystique there, Pint Factor not there.
Not there at all.
How would you even like the guy is flying around on this on a mythical
Yeah, I've
dragon?
never had an Uber that arrive on a mythical dragon.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I don't think this is even a possible pint.
I don't know.
Maybe from a great distance.
But then you're talking about binoculars, and do you know what I mean? I don't want to be the one of those guys in cargo shorts plane spotting. I think just behind Caelid.
Just behind Caelid? Mid?
Yeah, it's fairly mid. It's fairly cut and dry, this.
Just a massive rib cage with a bit of a head there at the end. God, it's big though, this one. It's a very big one. Like, you could sit underneath that with the sun shining in on you. You know, lie down on the grass, you're looking up at it towering over you. Size is obviously there. Mystique, I'm not sure though.
I do have to ask, where's the mystique? I like my skeletons to be... I was going to say I like my skeletons to be white.
Bottom B, high C. I think this has got to be above. I think this has got to be above that big fucking guy with shorts in the volcano.
Yeah, I agree with that. It does have to be. Just for the pint factor alone, it has to be above that. I'm just taking a moment to drink this in. It's looking good to me. It's got that. You know, it does scratch that itch.
It almost looks like there's a wraparound kind of, like a big snake vibe going. When those in the background, then it bends up and around and then out the top.
So, Thunder Serpent Nawa, and there's a quote here.
My king, oh my king, come forth now with haste. With my elegant lightning, let us lay this land waste. Tear apart the skies, rend the clouds asunder, pave the road to paradise in hurricane and thunder.
That's pretty good.
I'm liking the big snake thing.
It wraps around the whole cave.
It wraps around the cave, and something else that I appreciate with this is that little double mouth.
I was just gonna say that. The double there, yeah.
The double
like
mouth.
the Xenomorph.
And you know what that means, don't you? Double points. I could see that. It looks a bit like a little boat ride at Disney, doesn't it?
It does.
like a Jaws ride or something. I like it. It's
I'm
good.
there for that one.
I think it's very strong. I think the whole set's very strong. I think it's got the mystique there. It's got the size. It's got the pint factor. I think it's low S.
Low S, like bottom of S.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think so.
I'll agree with that. There we go. I wouldn't really disagree on too many things with this. I think the controversial statement that he's done is the robot.
You know, they could take me to court then, can't they? As Meatloaf said, I would do anything for love, but I won't do that.